Go, nigga.
Track baby, try another one.
DUSE M,
Jump on it, jump on it, jump on it. Jump on it, jump on it.
Jump on it, jump on it. Ride it like taxes in hell, smoking that loud, they see yak with mouth. Make your mama proud, popping it like shot. Turn up, it's a gangster party.
PT ain't never popped a Mari, but if I ever catch Mac, I'ma pop a Holly. I don't even rob a cop the Harley. Blowing so much green, I shame Marley. Yeah, I push the line to its full limit. Hit the hole like 22, boy, I'm a young Emmett. Nothing go like snow, now that's a cold image. Still whistling, sending, knocking them white women. Only reason I do it to avenge Emmett. To the day they go before Emmett box me out. Knowing me, it don't matter, I simply change my route. On my hobby.
Where's? Welcome to the Damu Kiwe conversation, home of the West Coast. The voice of the culture. It's DUSE M's the Don. I'm right back at you, man, with another rapture. Outrage Crips, Outrage Gangsters Crips. Call out Spiderloc after Monster Kody diss. Where was this energy for WACK100? Man, I hope that y'all paying close attention because we ain't having no selective politicking today. We finna find out what's going on. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button on y'all way in, share it. I just dropped the link for the good people in the chat. Y'all already know what it is, man. Bang that like button. Straight no chaser. Salute. G, what up, bro? You know what I'm saying? We got to get together anyway. I got to put you up on it. You dig? You dig? You know what I'm saying? Bang that content, that like button on the content. We bringing y'all the content. The least y'all can do is like the content. You know what I'm saying? I'm already Maria mad at me because she had a party we were supposed to go to together. She went. I didn't go, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm running the content for y'all. So I'm getting in trouble with Maria, and y'all can't even hit the like button, man. This is crazy. Now, let's see who up in here already, man. Let me see which of the good peoples is already up in here. Mike B first. Salute. Make sure y'all hit the like button when you come in. Dominique Mayweather, 4088. Salute. Southern Force. Salute to the Damu Kiwe fam. Y'all already know what it do. Sagittarius Jones, 6027. DUSE M, salute. Dominique Mayweather say salute, man. Listen, man, y'all here early. We ain't gonna make y'all hit that like button, though, and share. Tell a friend y'all in here with the Don. DUSE M's. Ed Bell, salute to DUSE M, the Don in the West Coast. Free the big OG, you from the 318 Sweet Port, Louisiana, man. Salute, Ed Bell, man. Free big you, man. We definitely got him, his spirit with us today. Smoke detector finally got batteries. Who smoke detector? Yours? Sagittarius Jones. Mike B, salute. Fresh always. What's good? DUSE M, what's good with you? Fresh always. 2 times. You dig? So we finna go ahead. Look, man, we got our good people in here. We ain't waiting because I'm trying to relax today. You know what I'm saying? I've been working all day. But look, if y'all didn't know, Spiderloc crashed out. Hit that like button. Oh, we got the union in the building. Shout out to the union. Salute to the union, man. I'm not even going to go at y'all today. You know what I'm saying? The union is in the building. You know what I'm saying? So Spiderloc, at 50 years old, thinks that it's okay to be walking around pulling up at 50-something years old with a blue rag out of his pocket. It ain't a video shoot. This ain't a movie. High off of gang drugs, ain't no telling what kind of intoxicants, drinking liquor. Why do you got to numb yourself that often and that much? What is you running from? What realities are you running from? Maybe one of the realities should be your midlife crisis. You know what I'm saying? 50 years, YN, bro, bro, my generation, he only a couple years older than me, maybe 4 years older than me. My generation gotta hold this L. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my generation gotta hold this L because this is goofy. You know what I'm saying? But
dude, shit, I ain't that far behind you, so shit, I'm holding the L with you, man.
Yeah, for real, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So now we finna get to this. Okay, let's get to this real quick. So since he want to do that, if y'all ain't heard it, if your head's been under a rock, we gonna get into this, and then we gonna talk a little bit why I think
a member of the East Coast Crips got violated just like Munchie B in his rectum in the county jail.
The new fairway, exactly.
A few months ago. He's never corrected that. Then he's also come on this platform and tried to push this 50-0. Hey, no big deal. Hey.
Bro, look at the side of his mouth. He's foaming at the side of his mouth. This dude is gone, bro. Straight J-Cat. How you got saliva coming out the side of your mouth, thirsty, because that's that ecstasy or Molly. Why is you going to a Cam Capone interview off of Molly? Ain't no women up there, brother. You on some real freaky time.
All I'm going to do is come on here and say this. If you're going to do that, I could tell the truth about your G homie, Monster Kody, who was sucking dick, smoking dope, wearing dresses downtown LA the day he died. These are things I never chose to say out of respect for you as a Kiwe on these platforms. But now you want to get on these platforms as kindred, friendly to me, and then lie on my homies? All right, you're going to lie on me, tell the truth on you.
So, you gonna lie on me? This y'all man's, ain't it? Oh, no. You must not. You hang around because we gonna run that content.
So if you didn't know Monster Kody was smoking.
Is it okay for Ant Jefe to say East Coast got raped? Well, if the East Coast is a lie and it's true, then that's content because it's true. I believe that he has a right to speak on that. And if Monster Kody was alive, and Spiderloc has some content on Monster Kody, and he did it.
Dope, sucking dick, wearing dresses downtown LA, now you know.
When he talks about the dead, now it's a whole nother level of disrespect. See, that's a whole nother level of evil and lack of respect. And for the record, the day a weirdo, or like he would say, a queerdo, like Spiderloc, who disrespected Nipsey Hussle, disrespected Monster Kody, the only way he could feel that he's on the level of one of those dudes on that street, in their street legacy, is by tearing them down. Because otherwise than that, he's a midget to them giants of our culture. And the fact that he would go out of his way to disrespect a legendary Kiwe publicly that was already unalive is no different than CS2 Back disrespecting Nipsey Hussle. CS2 Back disrespecting Monster Kody. Mind you, this is the same Buster who, when they called him to come get his fade, he talking about, I'm not going to let, now he's an intellectual. I'm not going to let nobody pull up so you can do harm to me and hurt me. No, I'm a grandfather and you're a grandfather. You don't want nobody to do no harm to you. You're not pulling up for no fades, but ain't you the same Buster that pulled up for a fade on Crenshaw under the protection of Big U, nigga? Calling out Christopher Love boys with the red gloves on and all of that. See, the selective politicking is vicious. And I'm just getting started. We're going to play this one more time, bro, because I want to hear, bang that like button, because I want to hear if I'm tripping or not, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he fouled for that. Rachel Milan said, respect. Yeah. Lou from the loop. Spider a clown without a doubt. But punk ass whack called Monster Kody a crackhead too. Where were the A-trays at? A-trays. And Jefe was content with Wack saying it in a nice way. Listen, bro. Listen. Ain't no selective politicking. You can't want it with bust ass Spiderloc, but then didn't want it with CS2 back. No. And Jefe being lying with his content, 100% fact. And Jefe do be lying about his content. Monster would knock Spider down in front of Jesus, in front of his Jesus. That's a fact, bro. Bro, that nigga can't stand next to no Monster Kody. So Wack said Monster Kody was a crackhead and broke, and the A-Trace said nothing. Hey, Rock, listen, bro. This is the hypocrisy that we calling out today. I'm glad that you spoke on that. How else? Where was that energy for WACK100? How else peace can be possible through it, fed the rallies? Listen, we ain't even got there yet. Who is that? Well-seasoned kitchen. Now wonder, well-seasoned kitchen. Hey, listen, bro, you a little bit ahead of me, but we gonna get there. Just hang around, grab a blunt, roll up an old backwood, get you a drink, and sip slowly, because we finna cook. You know what I'm saying? So one more time, we gonna hear Stand on the Media. Salute, bro. We gonna hear this drug addict.
And every opportunity he get, he on the internet trying to report something negative about my loved ones from the E-double. Imagine that.
If you post your politics, I'ma be in your politics. If you post your politics.
To do is come on here and say this. If you're gonna do that, I could tell the truth about your G homie Monster Kody, who was sucking dick, smoking.
And another thing, I wasn't there with Monster Kody. I didn't see Monster Kody eye for eye wearing a dress or dressed in drag. And I definitely didn't see Monster Kody slurping up a man in downtown LA. Spiderloc, were you watching? How are you going to say that that's the truth? You heard that? I hear a lot of shit, right? I hear a lot of shit. That don't mean it's true. So you acting as if you stating this rumor is true, and it could be. But how do you know it's true? Ain't nobody even question whether or not how he's going to say that that's the truth. Well, my homeboy told me, your homeboy is a neighborhood Crip. So obviously you're going to believe your homeboy's rendition. I'm quite sure it's some people that might have been around at that time from A-Trade Gangster or the Gangster Court that might feel otherwise. But for you to be doing all of this because J Hood beat up a gang of East Coasters. If I know he came with a list, and I seen the list, it was about 20-something. The last time I turned and said, I don't care about that gangbanging shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, he said it was 50 and it was only 28. We get the point. Spiderloc, you are too old to be trying to prove yourself and gangbang on the internet. If you really about that life, you wouldn't have been running from them issues you had going on in the coast. I'm quite sure you'd have sucked off some of the coasts to be, accepted. You know what I'm saying? Where they not putting hands and feet on you, right? But there's still issues over there that you still yet to deal with. But here you is gang banging on the net. This is nasty work in 2025. 2025, almost 2026, a 50-year-old man. Bro, if y'all see me with a red flag, it might be a movie, so don't hold me accountable if it's a movie. It might be a funeral. Don't hold me accountable if it's a funeral. But if you see me in my hood at my age with a red flag, and I'm out here talking about blood this, blood that, and politicking on the Harlem Crips or the schoolyard Crips or any other Crip set because I'm derived from being a Damu, y'all might fear me because y'all know what I'm capable of as far as violence. But I know for a fact, y'all wouldn't respect me. Because that's a man in his having a midlife crisis, trying to imitate. And the maturation of the mind constantly evolves and matures. And that would mean that my mind state has got stagnated or even backtracked to that of an infant, of a YN. You can't do what you did at 16 when you're 50 years old and still be respected as a man. I'm going to say that again. You can't behave the way that you did at 16 when you're 50 years old and still be respected as a man. They might fear your capabilities of crashing out, but don't mistake fear for respect. That nigga burnt out. That nigga ain't worth it. You talking about Monster Kody was on drugs. You on drugs. What's the difference? What makes your drugs any better than the drugs you claim he was on? Or the drugs that he was on? Let's get back to this other content, man. You know what I'm saying? So he want to disrespect the late, great Monster Kody, right? An author. Somebody did something positive, right? Did a book, politicking, right? So, stand on the media salute. Tiny double up, beat up Spiderloc in the right? Cartel EMT, salute, man. I'm saying it is a documentary saying he was wearing dresses hiding from the police on American Gangsters. Oh, and I could believe that. Listen, I was hiding from the police and threw off one sweater, rubbed leaves on me, spray painted myself with spray can I found in someone's tuna house, their tool shed. Put the what's those blue tarps? The blue tarp up over me and hid under the thing. Does that mean I live in someone's tool shed and sleep under a tarp? No, I'm trying to disguise myself. I'm trying to kill the scent that the police got. And sometimes you improvise. I don't know what the situation was, but that could be true. But that man ain't here to explain or to be confronted about that. And that's a cowardice act for someone to do that once a man is dead. He got that nervous stud energy after losing the mustache on the tweak shade. That's a fact. Bomani, what's up, homie? You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to this content. Bang that like button, man. This is nasty work, man. So now he did that. And now P from A-Trade Gangster need that fade. Where your bust ass at, Spiderloc?
Y'all already know the slogan. Start a YouTube page. Get your cash. Luck. We got the homie P on the block. Northbound.
P on the block. Let's go.
On media. Go check his channel out. Like, subscribe, and support. Responding to Spiderloc or Spider Joke, dealing with his G homie, Monster Kody, that's no longer here to respond to Spiderloc comments about his sexuality. Spiderloc said a lot of things about Monster Kody, and P feel like he need to represent his G homie since he's not here. He's telling Spiderloc to keep Monster Kody name out his mouth due to Monster Kody not here to represent his own self. And if he need to catch that fade, he can get that fade. He can catch these hands. Now, we finna let P from Outrage Gangster deliver these punches to you. Continue.
Now, you are a member from East Coast. You don't speak for the whole East Coast, my nigga. That's first and foremost. You're going at nigga.
And he's saying that because that kind of disrespect could cause a gang war. But I'm thinking maybe that's what Spider wants. And I believe he got some other kind of motivation for wanting to start a gang war. Kind of like that gun case he caught about a year ago. There ain't nobody talking about. Wake up, blacks. This shit's serious. Shout out to Hoover Stomp, man.
Niggas that's not alive. If you want to go at Ant, nigga.
Yeah. Slim Fat Dude, what's up, homie?
He ain't go out after one of your motherfucking homies that's deceased, cuz. That shit is tacky, bro. That's some buster shit. And all that shit you claimed that Monster Kody was in a skirt and sucking male parts and all this shit, he still would have marked your bitch ass out. Everybody battle their own motherfucking demons. I'm not denying it. I'm not confirming it. Nigga. Stop speaking on real lokes, nigga. Take the loke off your name, Spider Joke. Cause nigga, on Gangsters Crips, nigga, I'm with that, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying, nigga, you speaking on dead lokes and all that, cuz never came at yo homies, nigga, or yo hood. He came at you. He confirmed stories, nigga, or he speaked on shit about his motherfucking life or his experience. Stop fucking trying to entangle the two. I know a gang of ECs, nigga, on Gangsters Crips, nigga. They don't act like your bitch ass do, though, nigga. I'm calling you out your name. That's some buster shit. Stop trying to protect other men. Stand up for your motherfucking self. These niggas is just on your top, but you still think and consider yourself a spokesman or the voice of EC. No, nigga, EC don't run through you, nigga. On Outrage Gangsters, cuz. Stop doing that, nigga. If you got a problem with that man, go at that man. Stop involving other niggas. That's some hoe shit, nigga. On gangster, nigga. Fuck you. On the sake, cuz. All this jibber jabber, cuz. Just line it up, nigga. I show cuz love. You not showing love, nigga. I don't want that type of love. On Move In, on ET. Don't give me that type of love, nigga. I've been showing cuz love. The feeling was never reciprocated. Nigga, you're a content creator. You speak up on everything, nigga. If it happen to be on your people, nigga, just confirm it, nigga, or make your content. Don't go at no deceit shit. That's tacky, cuz. That's not how real niggas move on gangster. I said it. So what, nigga? Everybody got an opinion. Nigga, I'm voicing mine. That's some mark shit. Keep the homie Monster Kody name out your motherfucking mouth, nigga. Spiderloc. Fuck up out of here, nigga. That's some bullshit. You a joke, cuz.
So there you have it, folks. P on the block. Nobody.
Hey, P, I'm all the way with you on that, P. But I'm trying to figure out where was you at when CS2 Back said the same thing. I'm just saying. You can't have it one way and not have it the other way. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
This is what I'm saying, bro. And Skull, OG Melvin Farmer, you, after WACK did that, you begged WACK to get and Jefe up on no jumper. See, this is what's going on behind the scenes. You begging to get this dude up under there. I would never say nothing about Melvin Former, Melvin Former talk about he didn't know that 600 was going to St. Andrews. It was all kind of conversations had. He wouldn't be up there no more. But now you up there with him and WACK100. See, one thing I know about this shit, bro, everybody got their own interests at hand. These dudes don't stand on principles no more, bro. 2025, this representations of Crips and Bloods is beyond me, bro. Homies is turning over in a motherfucking grave. Niggas died for this shit. Niggas is in their cells, niggas shedding tears at night. Can't believe they gave their life up, life sentences for this shit. And you niggas out here playing with it. If it was in your heart before, it's definitely not in your heart no more. Let's go on this one. We got my boy, Too Gangster for YouTube. And then we gonna go ahead and get into this boy Spiderloc. Spiderloc. You know what I'm saying? The spy. Let's go.
What it do, YouTube? What it do? Nina Boy is finally speaking out against Spiderloc. He said he received a lot of phone calls from his hood, and it seems like a lot of them is upset with Spiderloc. They don't agree with what he said about Monster Kody. Nina Boy says Spider needs help. He needs counseling. He needs to go to rehab.
So everybody been asking what's my take. Y'all know me and the gentleman that represent the same community I represent. We no longer see eye to eye or talk or debate. And what he just pulled off was something that he's going to have to answer for himself. You know what I'm saying? When you come from gang culture, bro, you don't put those type of allegations out on somebody's legacy unless you there. You know, I got a lot of phone calls. Him and Ant Jefe are entitled to shoot it out, debate it out, whatever he want to do, right? But when you speak on another man's legacy without the facts, homie, ain't nobody gonna hold your hand when people start getting up on your onion, though. I think this man might need help. I think he might need counseling. I think he might need therapy. Now, he said Monster Kody putting grown men's body parts in his mouth, right?
Nina Boy says Spiderloc is going through midlife crisis because he's 50 years old, still acting like a kid. They said even if what you said is true, it wasn't your place to put those allegations out. Nina Boy is basically saying that Spiderloc ain't from East Coast Crip because we all seen him denounce his hood. You don't represent us and you don't talk for us.
He was hurt in that interview. You can see the emotion. You can see he was scarred. A midlife crisis.
Real quick. Rachel Milan said, is it true that Black revolutionary independent militants rebelled the most against the Crips? What's today known as the Bloods started because of their rebellion. They preceded the Crips. So when the Crips came and hit the West Side, that was their number one enemy. The first C-blank riders was the LA Brim. So of course, they formulated other sets that weren't affiliated with the Crips who wanted to stand against them, which is today known as the Brim Corps, which later transitioned to what today y'all call the Blood Corps. So yeah, they definitely was the first anti-Crip set, and they stood on that, fought against the Crips before Bloods was going downtown LA. Had the long table meetings and all of that. So yeah, that's the answer to your question.
You know what I'm saying? That man 50 years old. And I watch everybody he get into it with. Everybody that this man get into it with is way younger than him. You're 50, sir. Like these niggas in their 30s and their 20s and in their 40s. Like you supposed to set an example. You don't see no other OGs get on the internet and put that type of allegation. If it's true or not, that wasn't his place to put that out there like that. That came from a man being hurt. Seeing him run out there and prove that he's still a gang banger and he's a member when we all heard him denounce our community.
Nina Boy says Spiderloc needs to tread lightly because all type of gangs had love for Monster Kody. Neighborhoods, gangsters, Bloods, and Pyros. Monster Kody made a lot of friends. He said, why did you go on a Southsider platform in order to expose a legendary Crip? Nina Boy said, where they do that at, my boy?
You know, I think Spiderloc think he's untouchable. I think can't nobody get up on that onion. Can't nobody whoop his feet. He's the hardest nigga on this earth. Yeah, that nigga think he a bad mother. Shut your mouth. That nigga think he bad, cuz. When you got a legacy like Monster Kody, whether it's true or not, loved ones and all that type of shit, you got to be careful because you could be coming out the grocery store with your family and somebody like, get up on your ass behind that type of shit. Honest to God, I think Spiderloc is tripping. I think what he said was below the belt. You know what I'm saying? Was you out there? Did you physically see him out there putting another man's bottom parts in that man's mouth? Did you see that?
Nasty work. Kenneth Robinson, hold on. I want to get to your comment. I think that was a real good comment. He says he's trying to pull a Charleston White towel just to try to get on somebody's page to run it up to get paid. Just say anything like Charleston White. You know, everyone would be trapping. Well, yeah, you're right about that. But at the same time, the difference between him and Charleston White, some niggas already know where Spiderloc live. You know what I'm saying? Like Spiderloc, you can catch him going into the weed dispensary or anything drugged out. He ain't even gonna see you coming. This is the peril that he put himself in, if that is his intention. You know what I'm saying? Because all it takes is somebody to say, you know what, I'm gonna make an example out this internet nigga. That's all it takes. One person to say, I'm gonna be the nigga known for knocking down this bitch ass nigga for the home. That's all it takes, bro. When I was coming up, I was one of them young niggas for the stripes that would have knocked down Notorious Big if I would have caught. I wanted that reputation. So when I got of age, you think they stopped making young lost teenagers and gangbangers? No. There's somebody out there right now that would love to have my head and the stripes that come with getting a trophy like me. And Spiderloc just put a target on his head. Because now it's going to be some dudes that didn't take too kindly to that disrespect of the dead that's going to send him to go meet they homeboy in the grave. Let's get to this next video, bro, because there's a couple of long ones. So we're going to go to CS2 back. He doubled down, too. Let's go ahead and go to CS2 back. And then we gonna hear
the first one said that shit, though. He was the first one that said that shit.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Let's go.
Yeah. Growing up on the East Coast, when we was in juvie and all that, we read books about this side. You know, outside of colors, the book that we had in jail was Monster Kody book. Yeah. It was a great book, a lot of lies, but great book. It was exaggerated. Wait, hold on, nigga. What do you mean? Exaggerated how? There was a lot of it exaggerated. How? Monster Kody was a dope fiend. Crack.
See, the first thing he said.
Hold on. They talk about Monster Kody like how they speak on Big U, but then I'm gonna say this: you can't be a dope fiend, right? That means you fell victim to the game, right? And still get the same credit and the same statute as somebody that didn't. You understand what I'm saying? Absolutely. So I'm not saying he wasn't a rider in his own way. But you know, shit, if any of us write a book, you know, we're gonna make it seem a little more than what it really is, because guess what? There's people on the East Coast that's gonna read, and y'all gonna believe every motherfucking word you believe. Yeah. You read, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that the nigga was some punk nigga, none of that, but they tried to make it look like when he walked in the motherfucking room, it was just silence and everybody was shaking in their boots. That nigga was some A-Trade gangster. That nigga had a notorious enemy called the Rolling 60s. And them niggas was feeding on each other. You know what I mean? Outside of everything else they didn't get along with. The whole hood's the card. What about the East Coasters? You know what I mean? You know, understand where you from. Right around the corner, 9-0s. Anything with an owner, anything with a neighborhood on it with his enemy. So he damn sure wasn't walking in nothing, shutting shit down like that.
Right.
You know, I ain't taking nothing from, you know,
I really read the book though.
No, it was a great book. The great book.
He wrote 3 books.
I only read one.
Well, Monster Kody was the one that changed the
It's a
game for
nigga
people
that
on the East
never
Coast reading that shit in the
walked
joint.
through
Like,
Remember I told you a couple years ago, remember the book
I
I
only
had?
heard people talk about it like he said.
Go ahead and speak on that, Fam West. I don't like talking over the audio.
My bad. I just when he my bad. It's just when he talk, it's like, damn, my nigga, like you never trooped with this nigga. You was never around, bitch. What are you talking about? You was never around. When this nigga was doing this shit, you wasn't even off the porch. What the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
That's some corny shit, nigga, because I came from out the west side, you know what I'm saying? And you know, to the east side. And my family is part of that legacy. Nigga, this nigga's a cornball. You a valley nigga, no disrespect, because, you know, we all out in the valley, in the suburbs, or whatever the fuck. But, nigga, you give a bad name to the niggas that's out there repping that and really was trooping back then. For you to talk down, because he did that while Big U was there. So he was sucking on Big U by saying, oh, the 60. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up, homie. He wasn't doing none of that shit when it was going down on the west side. Cornball, nigga. My bad. Get back to it. I'll go on mute. My bad. That shit was corny as fuck, dog.
Just tell me to stop next time when you got to get that out. Just tell me, hey, stop the audio real quick. You hear me? And we can do it like that. Yeah, that's what you up here for. Let's go. You and Southern Force.
When you read Monster Kody, you remember the book idea I had? I had a book idea where the book is. I kind of got it from Dean Koontz. I know you read his book. Yeah, how to be 2 or 3 different stories going on, and they all come together in the end. So I was telling Draws, we should do the same book. Like he start off the first 2-3 chapters, and then he has come pick up from where it's at, and then as you get to the end of the book, as it did in reality, shit come together.
Big Tookie, let me ask you.
What's up, Charles Top Media TV? Make sure y'all don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Damn, WACK100 ain't got no chill button. What y'all think about him, you know, on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast talking about Monster Kody, you know, saying he was a dope fiend and how he was exaggerating in the stories that he wrote in his book, the autobiography of Monster. Big U, on the other hand, calls Monster Kody a legend, a well-respected enemy who he was trying to make a name of if they had ran into each other.
Days out of that.
You know Monster Kody?
Yeah, I was never been in the same space with Monster. Monster was like the folklore to us. I'm 3 years younger than Kody. You know what I mean? And so we was always looking to get a name off of Monster.
He's always right being in prison. When we both was in prison, he used to write each other.
Yeah, I seen that somewhere. He used to write Tupac. Kody was an enigma, man. If he could have stayed straight, he'd have been a mark. I look up to him. I got a lot of respect for him.
You know, some people just can't live out here.
Yeah.
This world's a trip for some people's mind.
Yeah. It's that challenge. You know, what he's talking about is we got homies who can navigate while they're in prison, incarcerated, because that you ever seen his penmanship? Ooh. Yeah, seen him was right. I mean, he was right. Very intellectually stout, but when he came here, the discipline of not dealing with, you know, falling to that crave, he couldn't handle that. He couldn't master that. But he was a great adversary because he was an adversary to us. So, you know, he was a gangster. We was the 60s, and he was a legend.
Sure.
Can't take that from him.
He's all right to you, Mike, you said? Yeah, we made each other. Fire.
He was trying to recruit Mike.
For real?
No, it's not.
No, wait, time out. Can we talk about this man knocking people's eyes out? Why didn't you box? Why'd you do that, Why'd you box? That was wrong. This man knocking niggas' eyes out and shit.
So that was Big U giving Monster Kody, rest in peace, his props for being a legend on the streets, even though they never ran into each other, you know. But let me know what y'all think about WACK100, you know, just kind of going in on anybody and everybody. You know, I guess he didn't like Monster Kody's reputation, or he might have been jealous.
That's exactly what it was. He's jealous like the bitch he is. He wants to, because he couldn't live up to that. Monster Kody wrote a book about war stories and work he put in and growing up in South Central Los Angeles. Nigga, you wrote a book about snitches. This nigga came up under Tookie Williams. Nigga was pulled over with the police with Tookie Williams. Nigga, you came up and hung out with Tekashi 6ix9ine, Snow Silly, and a whole bunch of other rats. Christopher Love Boys, Rico the Rat Rod Gay, a whole bunch of reject rap informant motherfuckers, bro. It is not even close. You couldn't tie that nigga Chucks, bro. And in the room, he would have did you like that nigga from Village Town did you, nigga. Fuck you every day, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Bust ass nigga. But in any event, I never got to holler at Monster. I know he was in 2100, WACK 240, knocking shit out. You scared of WACK? Oh, here comes the troll. I'm scared of WACK. I'm scared WACK is trying to put me and my team in jail. So you're right. You know what I'm saying? I think that everybody has cause to be afraid that he's trying to take our freedom away. Those who do admire their freedom and like waking up with their dick in a bad bitch mouth. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about you, homeboy, but I like waking up with my dick down a bitch throat. You know what I'm saying? Maybe your sexual preferences is different. You know what I'm saying? I don't swing on that side of the fence, my nigga. But I got responsibilities also. So let's go. We're going to get into this compromise, Spiderloc. But first, let's go to how nice Ant Jefe was after WACK disrespected them. Let's go.
Doing because, like, you know what I'm saying, even being on that yard, you know what I'm saying, even being on that yard and politicking and saying stuff and bringing certain stuff up, man, you don't know who gonna be mad one day or who gonna come out they cell and be like, oh, yeah, he said this about Woody Wood, he spoke on that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you know, it's even dangerous, you know what I'm saying, what they doing, you know what I'm saying, because it can get ugly in there too. It definitely can get ugly up in there too, you know what I'm saying? You definitely can get put in the situation, you know what I'm saying, or everything though. But I even feel like for them, like even if I was in jail, like it's just like man, like you gotta be trying to get up out of there, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be trying to get up out of there, like and you gotta focus on some type of positivity. Like even in jail, like people don't bother me. Like, I don't be having no problems. Like, just when it's time to get to it or something going on, you know, I'm going to insert myself. But be in jail, like, I ain't gonna lie, shit, man, shit. It be peaceful, like, shit, I'll be cool. Like, only time, like, it's just when the politics, when I insert myself in the politics and something going on, like, I don't have problems, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I know how to keep it respectful. I know how I go, and I just expect people to follow them, you know what I'm saying, them same rules and regulations. And it's just like, you know, if you get disrespectful, we're going to meet disrespect with disrespect. But other than that, like, even in jail, like, man, you just, you know, you still got to be positive up in there, too, man, because shit. Get your ass killed up in there.
It's just wild though, because a lot of these dudes, they realize that like people ain't really going to pay attention to their Instagram live stream or whatever unless they are willing to talk about, you know, who they got issues with or who's a bitch and who ain't a bitch and all this type of shit. You know, all of a sudden that's like, you know, it's like I don't see the hour-long live stream that this dude did, but I do see the 20 seconds where he disrespected somebody that a bunch of people make videos about, you know?
For sure.
Yeah.
Controversy, that's that YouTube space. They want that controversy. Like, as long as it's controversy, you said controversy sells. So that's definitely what they want.
Definitely. Okay, so I'm just to take a detour here. I'm somebody who, when I was 12, I read Monster Kody's book. As a very, very white kid in New Hampshire. That was like, that's what I knew about Crippin', was what was in that book. So, and I heard the passion that came out when you were talking about it with WACK and how you didn't appreciate some stuff that he had said about him in the past and everything like that. Like, when, growing up where you're from, was that just like the number one name, the loudest presence and everything? Like, talk about his influence.
No, for sure. Like, you know, it's like, you gotta, man, that man influence was cultural. Like, that man started Crips and Bloods on the East Coast, you feel me? Like, so just like, he definitely had that impact. Like, even before I met him, like, he definitely was early on impactful for me. Like, reading that book in juvenile hall, I ain't gonna lie, like, that book for me was like a Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time I went to jail, I had to have that book read that book, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, actually getting to meet him and having a relationship with him, you feel me, on everything. And so just like, you know, getting the stamp of his approval and everything, like, you know, that was definitely like, you know, like everything, you know, honorable, you know what I'm saying, at the time, you know what I'm saying, when I was in that space, for sure. So, hell yeah, I wasn't feeling what Wack was saying.
Right, because for people who haven't seen it, Wack, kind of like his way of, you know, denigrating Monster Kody's life story is basically to say like, oh, he used to smoke crack. Which is like, you know, if you lived through the 80s and 90s, I take it that I'm cool. But that's not that controversial. Like a lot of people were smoking crack back then. It's not like smoking crack now where you know exactly what this does to you and how bad it could ruin your life. Back then, you know, you hear stories all the time about from all cities all over America, you know, all kinds of people who are powerful and, you know, people's moms smoking crack that had absolutely no idea what it was going to do to them and shit like that. So what's your perspective on Wack kind of taking that perspective? And were people mad at you even being involved in that conversation?
Hey, I forgot about that story. Kody, you might be right. He said Spider mad about that story Monster told in his book about Fat Rat marking out about the and sexually the boy from 9-7 East Coast. Nigga, he snatched the nigga clothes off him. And psychologically whooped the nigga. The nigga he was like, I'm up under paperwork. And he was lying. Them niggas said the nigga lying. He wasn't really after paperwork. He wasn't up under paperwork. The nigga was scared. He showed weakness, and Fat Rat was a booty bandit. And he snatched the clothes off him, backed him in the thing, slapped him like a bitch, and slapped him again. Oh man, that was nasty. So maybe you right, baby. Maybe ass Spiderloc really got an issue behind that still. Nigga, the truth is the truth. They were still alive when he told that story. You talk about a dead man. You don't see the difference?
I think the whole tone of it was a little disrespectful, I guess.
No, I mean, shit, what could you say? Like,
Adam is telling Young Ant Jefe that the tone and statements made by Wack was disrespectful. And Ant says, what am I going to say? Imagine that.
I know Monster. A lot of people don't know Monster. And I mean, you know, rest in peace, you know what I'm saying, to the G homie. But I mean, shit. Like, what could you say? You can't say nothing to me about speaking about his name. Like,
no, what you mean? What can you say? Go ahead and build on that for me, Fam West. That's nasty work.
I mean, he said but, so but cancels off everything before what you said, you know. I mean, I don't know. To me, Ant, in this particular interview, it's like, okay, he trying to keep that, you know, seal that job. I don't want to ruffle no feathers. I'm getting, you know, potentially get a bag out of this. And I know this man disrespected the G homie, but I ain't going to make a scene. I don't know. It's kind of hard on this one. This is the first one. It's still disrespectful at the end of the day, especially when we naturally, our people get angry at each other and ready to go from 0 to 100. If somebody disrespect our homie, we talk about beating them up, killing them, stabbing, doing all that shit. But as soon as somebody else do it, we acting all calm and, you know, collective or whatever. And with the thing with Wack, I think Wack brought. I'm feeling that Wack brought him in, so he didn't want to fuck off that little connection or whatever.
So fuck the respect.
Yeah, it's like the integrity. You know what I'm saying? Integrity went out because I mean, you know, he disrespected your homie as soon as he said that. I don't know, man. It's weird. The niggas, these dudes is young, and what I get is a lot of these dudes is for self. So I say this to myself. I say this to a lot of the homies. Like a lot of the gang members now, to me, are sellouts, total sellouts. Where back in the day, it was like on a revolutionary, but still, you know, you gonna have that gangsterism throughout your, you know, the community or whatnot, or how you doing it. But nowadays, these niggas will do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they on gang drugs. You know, these niggas are sellouts, homie. These ain't no real stand down gangsters to me. That's just how I look at it.
Facts. Southern Forest, anything you want to add to that?
Oh, hell yeah, definitely. Man, I'm not going to be nice about it. That was some whole ass shit he pulled. That was a whole ass move. How the fuck you gonna let a nigga who the only time this nigga jumped off the porch with a Red Ryder BB gun to fuck around even speak on a motherfucking legend? Let's be motherfucking clear. I'm not motherfucking holding no hands on this shit. That nigga is a weirdo for that shit. And shit, if he was in motherfucking Oak Cliff, it'd been a whole different situation, man. We don't do that shit against our motherfucking OGs, especially when they laid to rest and already got their motherfucking flowers. And for the fact that you let a lame ass 3-finger come real motion ass nigga speak on a motherfucking G homie, nigga, that's a violation, nigga. Fuck all that.
Yeah. Hey, listen, bro. So we can all agree that Young Ant Jefe was real soft and choosing not to address that more aggressively.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm like waiting to see that, bro. Who the only person that who has got on no jumper and really just, you know what I'm saying, went post.
That check ain't that motherfucking good.
That's what I'm saying. Like went
postal
postal,
like that to go against your motherfucking tribe.
Yeah, like go postal, like nigga, what you say? Like
that shit out.
Let's get back to it then. Y'all right, bro. I agree.
You feel me? Like, it's a dude I had a relationship with, actually talked to. Like, I can speak, you know what I'm saying, on his name. So, with that being said, like for me, WACK basically was like, you know, was like, you know, basically, you know, I apologize. Like, if I did say something wrong, because the stuff I was pointing out to him that I said he said he didn't say. I'm like, you did say this and you said this. So basically, WACK point of view was, and what he thought he had said was that when Wallow and Gilly asked him who would he pick out of Monster Kody
or Big U,
and Big U, he said Big U, and he said Big U because of Big U, you know, he evolved, you know, Big U had the gangsterism, then evolved and stuff like that. And like I told him, I'm like, bro, the problem wasn't about you picking Big U. I'll never be mad about you, I like Big U over Monster Kody. Your pick is your pick. Instead, it is what it is. My thing was about you trying to downgrade him about him smoking crack. Like, bro, like him smoking crack don't take away for everything that he earned, you know what I'm saying, that was righteous to the streets. You know what I'm saying? You can't take that from him. He did that. And what you got to think, with him doing all this stuff that's alleged, you know what I'm saying, that probably was his road to smoking crack, you know what I'm saying, trying to harvest them demons, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I was just like kind of pointing out to him. And he was just like, no, you know, I was just saying that Big U transitioned, you know, Monster didn't make the transition, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, you feel me? You know, you said this, but, you know, we can conclude it there. You know, I ain't tripping, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people smoke crack. I'm pretty sure you got G homies and older homies.
Nigga said, I ain't tripping. We gonna conclude it there. I ain't tripping. You ain't tripping. WACK mama smoke crack. WACK daddy smoke crack. Fuck he mean. That's why he don't got no respect from nobody. Because his mom and his dad smoke crack. They say he was a trick baby. That's why they named him Cash. You know what I'm saying? But for you to say WACK is steadily telling you no, but because Big U went, because Big U and you saying, oh, I ain't tripping. I bet you ain't. And now I'm starting to think other shit. I don't even want to hear this shit is pitiful, bro. This shit is pitiful. Where is the Young Ant Jefe that they was talking about was so solid and all of that type of shit, bro? This shit is crazy. Humans, that's why they said just believe in Jesus, because humans will let you down every time. Now we gonna go back to this nigga, because I'm finna tell y'all something. I think that this nigga Spiderloc is working. I believe that this Spiderloc is on drugs. Spiderloc is out his mind. But remember, Spiderloc caught that gun case on YouTube. It was on his channel. On his channel, like, oh, I ain't got nothing to hide. Ex-felon with a gun. The feds didn't pick it up. Ex-felon with a gun. The feds didn't pick it up. Okay, the state picked it up and they put you on probation. Could happen or couldn't happen. Why don't you bring the paperwork for that, Spiderloc, so we can be a little bit more comfortable with what happened with that case? Why don't you pull out that paperwork and bring your paperwork to the line, to the online? Since you big Mr. EC and disrespecting the dead, since you active like that, bring your work from that case. Matter of fact, we got your name. I'm gonna pull your shit there. Let's go ahead and get back to how we expose this clown, because a lot of y'all might have forgot. Let's go. What's going on out here, bro? And you gotta watch people. But once somebody tell you that they compromise, hold on, what's going on? You better treat them like they compromise. Somebody show you who they is the first time, you don't never forget that. We finna get into this content. So when Spider calls us, the whole team already know he compromised. They done kicked him out the group. He want to be back. He want to get back with us. We got the content. Now you content, nigga. Weird ass, J-Cat ass nigga, bro. Let's go.
Damu Kiwe conversations.
It's gonna get louder. Give me ones in the chat if you can hear.
That's who was that. Down the line, he got into it with Reggie. Reggie called me like, "Yo, I got some D-Nerd on you." I plugged him with a homegirl that has a rape allegation against the homie, and he did a whole interview with the homegirl. She was so loaded, it didn't really come out to the best. No, baby, it didn't come out to as bad as Reggie liked it, so he never released it. But because I was curious,
Bang that like button just coming in.
He interviewed the homegirl about cuz raping her, and if I ever go back on Reggie, you know my politics gonna be like, it's the same nigga Deuce that your homegirl was trying to blast. And I remember I tapped into the set and the homie's like, keep up, yeah.
So he talking about the homegirl. Shout out to the homegirl from Bank Days, who got a baby with Nina Boy's brother. Rest in peace, my homeboy, baby No Good. You know what I'm saying? And she wanted to expose that her claims that he was falsely fundraising for his brother's funeral and ran off with the money. So we was gonna bring it, but the coaches asked to keep that offline. It was a whole bunch of dick and pussy shit. And so I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to get no motherfucking gang war started. Let me go ahead and dumb this down, right? Let's go.
Yeah. So my thing with Reggie is, if I go big on him,
Old Ant Heifer.
No, his whole character. He's gonna expose that I turned him on to that info. That's gonna make me look bad. That's why I just don't engage on all the politics with Reggie. But right there on Street TV in front of Munchie B, I told Munchie B, Reggie, you a pig, not a pyro. That's the coldest line on the song.
Now remember, he was talking about Munchie B, his biggest stand, but he just quoted one of the bars from Munchie B music after telling me casually that he was providing information about an alleged grape case with Nina Boy and some broad. And he brought the broad to Reggie Wright Jr. to interview her so that he could utilize this against another, one of his, a fellow East Coast. If you gonna take the position and the side of a police officer because you compromise against a fellow East Coast, how the fuck I think you gonna treat a Damu? A nigga off the west side. How can I trust you after that? Now I don't give a fuck what me and my homeboys got going on. We gonna delegate that, and them people out on the outside ain't gonna even see those wounds. That shows weakness. And then you telling me that like it's cool, bro. Let's get back to the content. He's working with Reggie Wright to accuse his homeboy of a grape. Let's go, man. It takes a little second. Damu Kiwe conversations. Let's go.
It's nasty work, man.
Yeah, bro. You ain't heard shit yet.
But that's my thing with Reggie, bro, just so you know.
All right, well, that's the only cards I had. Hold on, that's for real. Hold on.
Hey, Donnie, does that make sense to you?
Yeah, but hey, I'm gonna ask you this. In that same breath, because see, I know for a fact Reggie's the one behind the scenes that's pushing the buttons with this nigga WACK. You know what I'm saying? So if he threatened to use that against you, you know what I'm saying?
He never have. It's me playing chess thinking in advance. If I go bad and just Reggie, I know he got that in the cut. Feel me? So I'm like,
these niggas working together. You don't think that he done gave that to the nigga WACK?
He may have.
I guarantee you he did.
No, he may have. You know, that's how I'm thinking. What WACK showed diarrhea, I think that's when he would have just dropped by now. Because me and Reggie got a relationship that he wishes he wasn't so cool with WACK. Y'all haven't experienced all the me tug of war with Reggie loyalty for WACK. Before this shit, we was on the internet every day. Way back when me and WACK first started going, I've been realizing, okay, can't turn Reggie against WACK. But minus WACK, just know I was at death row. I know Reggie just as well as WACK do. He just feel like he a pyro, Reggie himself, and WACK got a fucking influence on him. I don't. But as far as, look, Lil Al from Southside, well, I've been, me and Reggie, Lil Al trying to get out right now. Reggie daddy arrested Lil Al when Baby Lane got killed. That's who was with Baby Lane when the two niggas from Pocket Hood, they had the shootout. I talk to Lil Al every day. We be on three-ways with Reggie and his daddy, who he needs to help this maybe miracle release. It's way bigger than this shit, bro. And this is the nigga, look, Lil Al showed up to that shootout with his shit bag because he was just shot. But Baby Lane went to holler at the niggas from Pocket Hood, and he still felt like this the best nigga to take with me. It turned into a four-way shootout where three niggas died, the two niggas from Pocket Hood and Baby Lane. Lil Al got shot up. Reggie daddy pulled up and handcuffed Lil Al to the steering wheel. But I done had Lil Al, Reggie, and his daddy on the phone together. And Lil Al be like, what up, Big Reggie? What up, Lil Reggie? Yeah, because he still needs them to help. He got triple life for that day. So this is my connection with Reggie. Fuck what I think about it, what we do to him in the dark alley. He holds the keys to
Nobody said nothing happened to him. He got pressed and got up out of there. We'll bring the dudes on there.
I'm gonna call Lil Al or Reggie, put y'all on mute on three-way right now and give y'all a deeper perspective. Either one of them. And Lil Al been down. He doing life. You got to do your research. Lil Al.
This nigga just talking.
I know exactly who he is. Michael, yeah, Mike DeRoe. That's my boy. Who Snow?
I know who Al is. I know Santa Tune. I know all the niggas.
Well, I respect you coming to the table, pushing the line, peeking on shit. But I'm glad we going through this. I'm gonna be transparent, but I'm not the one, bro. I'm so glad that some niggas like DUSE M. And I'm not even gonna name DUSE M's and Messi and Papa LQ.
You see how he get the name dropping like he the game? This nigga get the name dropping me and Messy Moore and as like we the game at new album or something, nigga. They know trying to get us to vouch for him, nigga. We don't know what's up with you. I can't vouch for nobody I ain't seen the paperwork on. Once I seen the work, I can vouch for you on that work, but not nothing else. Niggas be having secret cases, nigga, Rule 35B motions. Even on the prison yard, bro, I've been in that situation where I seen dudes check a nigga PSI on this case, and then some paperwork come. He took the stand in 1988 on a murder on his ops. You know what I'm saying? So let's go.
I'm just gonna name them. Them the niggas I really appreciate everything I heard them do. And that's it. Bottom line, I ain't got nothing to say bad, bro. The misconception came from you coming around thorough, me going through what I'm going through, not really understanding then no. This neighborhood, I would not play with this shit, bro. I would give all y'all my address right now while I'm lying to the world saying I moved, bro. All y'all can put up right now, bro. Promise. Y'all the homies, bro.
He's still learning about moving from that address.
I'm trying to reapproach my whole. I'm going to keep trolling, but I'm going to make it about the issues that are happening. Niggas get this personal look, bro. I had Compton Rick Rock driving past my motherfucking address, taking videos, driving back to Compton Airport, talking about I ain't been in his hood since the day we did the video shit up there. I don't go nowhere but right here, bro.
Hey, RDL, I talked to his homies today. They'll be on here.
Industrial. It's nothing residential. Between Alameda and where I stay, the first thing that's residential is me. So any nigga that's really, really like me, that know I've been right here, that really don't like me, bro, it's been like fuck pouring some gas. Man, this shit is a wide road. It's the easiest shit to do. Like, nah, this where all the they do the motherfucking takeover right here, bro. It's green, bro. This is a dead spot, blind spot. Bro, they out with a big nigga. What? They drive by, blah. You really want to send a message? I'm wide open for that, y'all. That's what y'all don't get. And my 21-year-old daughter don't get it. She works on motherfucking Long Beach and Compton. The reason why I went out my way to squash the Super Compton minutes, my daughter, 20 years old, tell me she's happy. She ain't know I got a problem with minutes. She said, guess who came into my shop today, Daddy? Who? Compton minutes? I'm like, oh, yeah.
Damn, hold on.
You knew you was my daughter? No, but I dropped my house off. She picked it up for me. Within a month, the more what I told her from Fruitown, I got on the phone with Minutes and squashed that shit. Just based on this how close my shit been bleeding over, y'all. And I'm not taking no L's. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be out of here. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. And I hope y'all send the packages while y'all think I'm bluffing, niggas. Even the big niggas from Bobby, niggas from Bebop, he know where I'm at, bro. If you pop up right here, I have nothing but that one option, yo. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do. I promise. And know this, the only nigga ever voted up to troll me for real, who was around something that mattered to us, is not alive no more, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm 48, y'all. I'm Spiderloc, bro. I'm supposed to be above all this. I'm down here on y'all level based on our real LA connection, not our industry or online connection. I'm connected to y'all because we the same people with the street shit. Not this industry shit. I'm supposed to be doing something else. Keep it a Google with me, bro. I'm immediately recognized everywhere I go. I feel like I'm trapped in purgatory or the Twilight Zone. Fake famous. Way more than fortune. And I'm only connected with y'all because I push that real pure line, cuz. My song EC, the first line is, when you sticking to the script, it's a long road. Yo, I know how this goes. Don't turn on me, y'all. Y'all the last group of people I can connect with online. Without y'all, there's nobody.
That's where he at now, crashing by itself.
Even while y'all been giving me the cold shoulder, I've been shouting out Damu Kiwe every time I go live on purpose. Diamond, don't let them do your hustle, bro. I'm telling you, check my shit all the way back, bro. Miss D was my godmother, bro. Big Spider, bro. Check my shit. I got G homies hating on me. Like, hey, Miss D, Kale's grandmama. Miss Buchanan. Yeah. I'm the truth with this shit, bro. I'm not no more truer than Goose or you. But when it comes to niggas being overexposed to the industry and still come from where y'all come from, I'm the truth with this shit, bro. I'm the last one, I promise. I'm the only one. It's never been one. I always tried to market myself as such. Even Nipsey, with all his glorious Kiwe presence, he got to skip a lot of steps being so famous. You know, I would share with Cuz because I'm not no hater. But if Cuz didn't have so much celebrity attached to his Crip experience, he hadn't made that much. You know what I'm talking about? He hadn't really. You feel me?
Did y'all hear what he just said about Nipsey? Did y'all just hear what this nigga said about Nipsey, bro?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, that shit nasty work, man. What's wrong with this cat, man?
This is the J Cat, bro. I remember I said every time it comes up to another Crip, for him to try to feel mentally in his fucked up mind that he's on the level of their notoriety, their gangsterism, he has to try to kick another one down. That's that nigga's, he's a fucking miserable hater, bro. Let's go.
Snatch my celebrity, baby Spider is baby Spider, not Spiderloc. Spiderloc don't exist in the streets. That's an artist. I'm baby Spider for real, man.
Baby Spider for real,
I'm an original founder member of Damu Kiwe Conversations, bro. My podcast is gonna be Damu Kiwe Conversations in the Black Box. I have never done nothing to go against the integrity of our crew. So, dude, I'm asking you, Diamond, whatever spirit you put through the crew, please do what you can to reverse it, bro. I ain't telling you, bro. I don't care about nothing except the principles that we care about. We'll start going away from the principles, then we're gonna have an issue, bro. I ain't gotta talk to y'all for 6-7 months at a time if we committed to the same principles, bro. And that's what I'm about, bro. I'm not going out my way doing this speech. What do I gain? Y'all not paying me. We don't really politic together physically yet. So what am I gaining making this appeal, cuz?
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna say this. I gave you some private information just so you could, you know what I'm saying, begin to understand certain shit. But don't none of them niggas know where I'm from.
Say it. I won't never repeat it. Now I know. Okay. I put you on the spot at the right time.
I promise
I put you on the spot at the right time.
Let me tell you something. All of the boogeymen, all the boogeymen that you could think of, you could tap any one of them, you put them on the phone with me, and I guarantee you, you'd be like, oh my God.
You in your 50s?
Yeah.
All right. I believe you. I was on York with Black Dog, bro.
Yeah, Jerry Wilburn.
I was a teenager. Him and I know it all, bro. Rainbow and every shit, bro. I was a year. Truth, bro. I promise you, I was at Avenue with him and another one of your homies, Bam. Bam was he was on the same bullshit Black Dog was on.
Yeah, what ain't
he was deeper. He was deeper, bro. He was letting the punk wear his wedding ring, bro. He was going to the motherfucking child hall getting 2 trays and letting the punk get the 2 drinks. He was that deep, bro. He was making picnics in his building, coming out and laying a blanket out in the punk. I put a 13 size shoe, 6 o'clock shadow shaved off, light skin punk. So that's how long I've been around, bro. I've been cripping the whole time, bro. Nothing fake about me, bro. I've been on this internet. I push with the homies, exposed anything. I got 4 baby mamas. I ain't with none of them. I would have been exposed, bro. I got homies that don't like me. I would have been exposed, bro. I'm the truth, bro. And with the cyber shit, I'm down with the clique. Diamond, I respect you coming in.
But you gotta clear it up, bro. I'm the one, bro. I'm with you, bro. I didn't even know where you was from, but I've been on the outside listening to your input. I've been listening to you. I've been watching. So I knew there was something to it, bro. So she ain't never got at you. Now I find out you even the source. I'm still not even angry or upset. I'm just asking, can you restore my status? I'm the low, bro.
Restore my status. I'm the low.
Yeah,
bro.
I'll be by myself playing with y'all. It will be another, it will not be another LA gang-based media community. There will be another one. It's us, bro.
I can dig it.
I'm the one. Big Baby went bad on me first. I presented it.
Big Baby went bad on you first.
You better ask TV, cuz it's been real EC60 politics. I've been involved in mediating. Johnny Draw's been right in the middle of it. The homies took the major L. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't know, cuz y'all the
Davis.
turn my juice back on, right? Turn my juice back on, bro.
This not the Super Crip back on. Yeah. Not the Super Crip asking of Damu and another old Crip who in jail who we never met to turn his juice back on. This shit is sad. This nigga got mental health issues. A nigga that seeks acceptance at 50 years old from some niggas on the line. Bro, Southern Forest, with all due respect, you and Fam West, I fuck with y'all every day. If tomorrow y'all said, hey, you know what, Deuce? I ain't fucking with you no more, nigga. I didn't like how you got on at Young Ant Jefe. I'm going to be like, well, salute to you. I wish you the best, brother. But I ain't finna kiss your motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? You explained what the issue was. You felt the way. And I can't change that. Now, if I was wrong and disrespected you because I value what we've already established and are building upon, now I will say, well, hold on. Why do you feel that way, brother? You know what I'm saying? Try to get some understanding because I value that. With this dude, bro, he's not talking about because I value our friendship. We've been to Knoxbury Farm together. We've been in rumbles at the swap meet together. Nigga, we done fuck bitches together. No, because this is it. This is the social media organization that talks about the inner cities and street communities. This is it. Turn my juice back on.
Nasty work, man. Nasty fucking work, bro. How the fuck you just cut to a nigga big like a meta app key sweat asking to cut your fucking juice off? How the fuck that sound like you ask another man to activate your motion? So that means you can't create your own motherfucking motion and you can't build your own juice. So you didn't learn shit from the game. You didn't learn shit from the OG. Nigga, class is over. You should have been and got your diploma and got your own motherfucking juice. That's why niggas looking at you weird, man. To ask just another man, period, man. A juice. Oh man, you dried up and you washed out. That's nasty work, man.
This is nasty.
He wanted all the juice.
He wanted all the juice. And now what he gonna say now? Them niggas ain't popping like me. How you gonna compare yourself to us?
Spider juice box.
You want to be back with the Damu Kiwes. We wasn't having it.
Who said it? We done show Deuce. Who said it?
Deuce in.
We hear them dog. I was just asking him to co-sign my appeal because I ain't finna get, break it down too much. But
that nigga said I was trying to get DUSE M to co-sign my appeal. Nigga, your appeal is revoked, nigga. You ain't even finna get into that no more. I want to really build that we already been in here an hour and 19 minutes. So I want to build for about 5 minutes on this outro. So things to take from this. There's a thing called open source. You know how we got CS2 back was a confidential source. But in this generation on the internet, they're calling it in documents, even in big UKs, open source investigations, open source reporting, which means they're utilizing statements on the internet as evidence in cases. No wonder all these weak ass gangbangers and supposed to be YouTubers are all running to the internet talking about street criminal activity. Not saying, oh yeah, we Bloods and Crips. I think we need to get together to get peace, stop some of the unnecessary violence, build our communities. No, these niggas is getting on the internet talking about I beat whoop-de-whoop up. I beat whoop-de-whoop up. Fine. And 1,400 videos, 1,400 videos on my channel, Active Chucks. Find one video that names somebody I beat up. And I'm 1,000-0. The homies will tell you that. Everywhere I've been, they're going to tell you how good I fight and how I push that knife. You're not going to find that. Now, if you're going to pay for that documentary, on the documentary, I'll give you some of them stories, you know what I'm saying? But outside of that, that's not what I built this channel on. The whole team, if you know, bro. That shit ain't going to send my son to college. And that ain't going to do no good but make a whole bunch of dudes in South Central look at me something different. Because it might have been they homeboys I beat up. It might have been they homeboy I stabbed. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, the fact that everybody's running to the internet with this stuff called open source investigation and open source informants. I guess CS2 is now OSI. You know what I'm saying? Open source informant #1. That's why you're not going to see you're going to see his name in the paperwork, but it won't be as a witness. They don't have to put you down as a confidential informant or witness in the paperwork now. Because if you do it online, your snitching is going to be open source. And they got 600 statements, loose cannon statements, WACK100 statements on Big U. This is what's going on. Then you get to Spiderloc. I told Spiderloc that day before I released that we was gonna flame him up because he came to the line online talking about Munchie B, a blind man, keep coming to my keep getting in my car with a gun without telling me. So I said, wait a minute, bro. Ain't that what happened once he got mad at Nina Boy? He started talking about a potential case that Nina Boy had allegations and with Crip Jackie's daughter and linked her up with ex-police officer, current confidential source Reggie Wright Jr. and his dad. Bring the victim to interview him, a nigga from his hood. If you gonna do a coast like that without due process, nigga, what else have you been exchanging information with Reggie about? Well, DUSE M talks to Reggie and I line his bitch ass up every chance I get. Trying to provoke him and WACK100 breaking so he exposed the truth. And he gave us little bits and grains. He won't go all the way. But the cold thing about it, I can't talk to Reggie without the whole stop. I can't talk to Reggie. Didn't I say stop? Now get up over there. Move. This is Levi. Go. always trying to bully somebody's space. I can't talk to Reggie, 600, Loose Coochie Ashley, WACK100, none of them, unless I record. So people question it. It's no doubt amongst our team what's going on. We've been made that up even before Spiderloc did what he did. So the fact that Spiderloc tells me that he's compromised with Reggie Wright. So I tell the team, hey, look, bro, when next time Spiderloc call, record him. This nigga on the phone with Reggie Wright, he didn't record it, and he's telling me he's compromised. They like, nah, maybe he just misused the word because he this and that. I said, all right, we gonna dig into this next time the nigga call. When he called, we recorded. So once he did the shit with Munchie B, I said, bro, every time you get into it with somebody, it seems like you try to put the police on them, implicating a blind man and carrying a gun, implicating Nina Boy in this, bro. That's some snitch type of behavior. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you need to write that motherfucking, write that shit, or nigga, I ain't fucking with you no more, and I'm gonna flame your ass up tonight. And you know what was crazy? He said he was so obsessed with Munchie B, he said, well, I'm sorry, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you going to do, but I'm sorry. Say, you sorry? And I said, damn, maybe he really targeted Munchie B for the police. I got to flame this nigga up. This nigga got that gun case. We don't know what happened with it. Is this nigga working? So now that brings us to this Monster Kody situation. He go on Cam Capone, open source, open source, and he tries to start what could possibly create a gang war. And I pray that the A-Trade gangsters don't bite on this piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they probably investigating y'all already. He probably know y'all phones is tapped before he did this. See, this is how the feds is working, bro. They going from hood to hood with RICOs and investigations, cleaning up before the Olympics. And these dudes online is working. Open source reporting, open source informing. When you see a nigga do some fair shit online, not once, not twice, but consistently, he's working. Don't question yourself twice, because what real nigga you know gonna do some fair shit, period? So he out of nowhere brings up this old shit with Young Ant Jefe. Now, mind you, his main issue with Young Ant Jefe was that Young Ant Jefe was cool with him, went on there, and then once Munchie B and No Jumper got rid of Spiderloc for his bad podcasting, Young Ant Jefe was still cool with Munchie B when he wasn't cool with Munchie B. Ain't that a bitch? What kind of a nigga claim to be a gangster, a hood, a crip, needs another nigga to solidify and stand with him against a blind man? Well, I guess the same kind of crip that needed Big U to pull up because he will act like he wants to fade with 600. Straight bust. Man, I'm praying over my city, the land of Los Angeles, Los Scandals. I'm praying over all of those tribes in LA that y'all see this before y'all are hit with RICO, before y'all sitting in MDC. I know the main thing the 8 trades thought about this nigga disrespected the dead homies. It's time to holler at this nigga. Fuck that. We the 8 trade Gangsters Crips. Huh. I'm sure that's what the feds is counting on. And all of the hoods have already been compromised. They've infiltrated every hood with informants. And because y'all haven't been regulating these informants, everybody think it's cool for niggas to come out off a 50-50 yard, X and Y yard, right back into the community in a life of crime. And y'all accept it. Every one of these hoods is corrupted and infested with rats. Y'all get these kind of situations. Locked up for that hobby. How long before they take you away from your family? I mean, there's cameras everywhere. Then you got walking cameras. Everybody pulling out their phone. Then you got niggas that's like walking cameras. With cameras inside, they bling, they bust down. They're getting paid. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and they gonna eat you to make sure they survive out here. Prayers to the 8 trade gangsters. I feel y'all pain. Y'all should have nipped that shit in the bud with CS2 back when that first happened. That wasn't properly addressed. It's supposed to be really felt the pressure for disrespecting your dead homies, a legend of Los Angeles, a Muslim who had demons. You know how many gangsters in my hood used to smoke crack that would knock your ass out and take your sack out your ass cheeks, nigga?
That's a fact. Especially on that Sherm, my nigga.
Sherm, do you know that them niggas is off crack with a Uzi or an AK-47? That's a motherfucker who feel like he ain't got nothing to lose. He's cracked out of his mind. Primos and Cocoa Puffs. Before they was base, what was the other freebasing?
Freebasing.
I don't know, man.
Butt
In
naked.
my hood,
Butt naked.
butt naked, Sherm. But I don't know about in y'all hood, but in my hood, you had young dudes that looked down on smokers. I remember I tried to look down on smokers. And the G homie told me, how you gonna look down on them? Don't you smoke weed? I said, yeah, that's your high, right? Yeah, but it's not crack. Yeah, to each its own. You getting high off weed, right? That motherfucker, you think that make him any less? I was able to bang with some of my G homies. I ain't gonna say no name because I don't want other people to perceive them in a different, what you call it. Them dudes was gangsters. Them dudes didn't give a fuck, bro. I understand why my mama told me you must got a death wish. You a blood in LA, you won't reach 15 years old. Because to be a blood in LA at that time, you had to have that mentality that I watched my G homies who was smoking crack had. And I had even more issue because I didn't smoke crack. And I had that mentality. It's 2025, it'll be 2026. Salute to the gangsters moving. Salute to y'all, bro. I pray over y'all. Y'all want to say something before we go?
Nah, man.
yeah.
I just feel that we all need some mental counseling, mental analysis as far as our community. You know, like I said, I met Spider. I ain't got no beef with Cuz. You know what I'm saying? I think what he did is way disrespectful. But like you said, they should have attacked it when WACK said what he said. You know what I'm saying? Stop being selective politics. If y'all gonna go at him, they need to go at WACK as well. You know what I'm saying? For disrespect. But like in the comments, niggas ain't trying to go to jail for these niggas. You know what I'm saying? I think what may happen because it's karma. Karma is karma. You know what you put out in the world gonna come back, and it ain't gonna come back the way you think it's gonna come back. It may be. Remember, and what was that? The Wire. Niggas thought that old dog, whatever his name is, Omar, right? Thought that Cuz was gonna go out in a hell of bullets. Nigga, who popped his ass? Nigga, some kid. Kid went in the store, saw him out of his element, and popped his ass. I mean, I'm not putting that fate on Spiderloc or WACK, but I mean, the energy you put out in the world gonna come back. You know, it's just how it is. End it off on that, man. Let's go into the new year with some positivity, man. That's all I can say.
Right, Southern Fourth.
Yeah, man, I got something to say, man. Shit. Old Spider juice box, man. This shit don't make no motherfucking sense, bro. I'm not gonna be nice as subtle as my brother Fam, right? I'm just gonna roast his ass if he did wrong. First of all, man, your lame man sit up there and disrespect the dead, man. Let that man rest, man. That man build his stripes. He been through the trenches and shit, man, more than your ass have. So let that man rest, man. You had no business doing that shit. And yeah, the same energy, yeah, you go for the 2, not for the 1. It's a 2-headed snake on this shit, so it need to be cut with a bigger blade. You feel what I'm saying? All that bullshit, hey man, sit your pawpaw ass on that goddamn porch and whittle a goddamn dog for one of your grandkids. That shit is crazy, man. You make us old niggas bad and us new old niggas bad. That shit is crazy, man. Just relax yourself, man, because you're doing too much, man. Sit back, smoke a blunt, throw that other bullshit you was smoking out, because obviously you got a bad batch, you know what I'm saying? A package, you feel me? So you need to just relax a little bit, man, and just because you out of line, you out of pocket, and both of them 2-headed snakes are wrong for that shit. Let that man rest and keep his flowers, man. Fuck all that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like why if you got beef with Ant Jefe, what your boy said, Nina
Do
boy, they need to go squabble. They need to squabble.
Yo, Ant Jefe, do anything with the chat say.
Nah, he do anything with the chat say. Hey, Exposer 100, hit that like button. And if you got the work, drop the work. Other than that, you can suck our dick. Fuck 100 EBT. Hey, we out of here, though. Damu Kiwe. Conversation.